Welcome, folks. Hope you're all doing great. What if I told you AI is eating your electricity and you're paying the price? Isn't that wild or what? Let's start with something simple. When you use a microwave, it takes about 1.2 kilowatt hours a day. But when you ask an AI to write an essay, create an image, or edit a video, you're using the energy equivalent of 10 to 20 microwaves, all at once. For just one task. It's not just about numbers, it's about impact. Behind every AI-generated sentence, there's a machine that must be cooled, powered, maintained, nonstop. And someone, somewhere, is paying the price. That's because AI isn't magic. It runs on massive GPU farms, hidden away in data centers. These centers are the heart of today's AI revolution, and they are always thirsty for electricity. A single AI query can consume 4 to 10 times more energy than a regular Google search. What about those big AI models? They're consuming as much power as a small town just to stay online. You really thought ChatGPT was free? You're paying for it? Every month? Hidden inside your power bill? How do we do this? Let's jump right in. These AI tools look free at first, right? You type, they reply. You ask for something cool, and they totally make it happen. That convenience comes at the cost of someone else's power grid. Places like Iowa, Georgia, and parts of the UK, where big tech builds its data centers. Looks like local electricity prices are starting to creep up a bit. Not because of climate change, and definitely not just because there are more people around, but because AI companies like Google, Microsoft, Meta, and OpenAI are consuming millions of kilowatt hours per day. You're going to be amazed by what's coming up next. They're not covering the whole cost. Electric utilities quietly raise rates on households to maintain stable supply for these centers. So, yes, your AI addiction is literally making your monthly bill more expensive. AI doesn't just use power, it generates a whole lot of heat. Data centers can get really hot, like a giant oven, right? Companies use tons of water daily to keep servers cool. Here's a quick recap from our last video. If you missed it, check the link in the description. In 2022, Google used over 5 billion gallons of water to cool its data centers. That's enough to supply a city like Flint, Michigan, for over 6 months. In a world facing climate change, droughts, and water wars, this isn't just excessive, it's dangerous. We created machines to simplify our lives. But now, those machines need more water and electricity than some of us can afford. Are we really in control anymore? The need for AI energy is set to double every 6 months, which is wild. By 2030, AI might use more power than whole countries like Germany or Japan. That's not a conspiracy. That's predicted by leading energy research groups. What happens when that demand goes up? Rolling blackouts in poor communities, increased emissions from coal plants, energy monopolies by big tech who buy up entire grid reserves, pushing out hospitals, schools, and the public. Imagine a future where your hospital loses power because Meta's AI needed to finish training a facial recognition model. Sounds crazy, right? It's actually happening in parts of Asia and Africa, where local power grids are being sold to tech giants. So here's the big question for us, right? What can we do about it? Should we really shut down AI? Nah, that's definitely not the right answer, my friend. Let's think again. We need to ask smarter questions about honesty, responsibility, and sustainability. Why aren't AI companies forced to report exact energy and water usage? Why aren't power-hungry data centers built with solar, wind, or geothermal backups? And most importantly, why are citizens paying the cost of someone else's innovation? New laws are definitely needed right now. Time to wake up and see things differently. Fresh designs making machines smarter and our future brighter. Think before you prompt. AI is amazing, inspiring, and totally life-changing. Every amazing result has a story behind it. There's a very real cost. Next time you open that chatbot or ask for a quick story, remember, somewhere a machine roars to life, doesn't sleep, doesn't care. It just eats power, water, resources, with every single prompt. And in the end, you still pay the price. Really appreciate you tuning in. Share this with your friends and let's speak up for a brighter future together.